What's up, Internet Land? This is Zachimus Prime, aka Zachimus Prime, here with another Transformers review. And like I've been saying, I've got the whole studio series out here, and we're going to look at them conclusively as a line. And this is going to be all 8 Wave 1 figures plus the Toys R Us exclusive Wave 1 figure. I don't have any of the Wave 2 figures yet. But when I do get them, I will continue to review them. But I think the thing to keep in mind that I like about this line is that they're really they're really making an effort to make sure that all these figures scale up together. Like you've got, your deluxe class. You've got your Bumblebee and Stinger, and they're about the same head height with each other because Stinger's supposed to be based off of Bumblebee's design, right? And you've got these guys together, and he's just a bit higher than Bumblebee, but he's still shorter than Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime and Starscream are about the same size. Starscream's a little taller, and then you've got your leader class guy, and that's what I'm talking about. Is that head height wise? Grimlock's a bit bigger than your average modern day leader class figure. Some of the older leader class figures like Dark of the Moon or whatnot were pretty big. But he's big for a modern day one. Whereas Blackout is small for a modern day leader class figure, and he makes up for it with the additional parts and complexities. But he still is a bit short. But when you look at them all together, their heights, they're all the good size. More or less, these figures have pretty good paint jobs on them. I think that Grimlock has got the best paint job out of the bunch. Followed by, I would say, probably Starscream. Starscream has got a lot of cool little details that are painted real well. As I said in my review for Ratchet, I think that Ratchet is probably a missed opportunity for paint apps in this line. But all in all, I think that they all they look really good together. This is a really good line, I think, to collect because it covers a lot of the figures that either they didn't get a good figure the first time around, or they never got a really conclusive type figure, or in the case of Stinger, they never really got a figure at all. We had one for Blackout, but it was Voyager sized. We had a few good ones for Starscream, but none of the Voyager sized ones really captured how Starscream was supposed to look. I think the leader class Starscream did a pretty good job of that, but then he doesn't scale properly with a lot of other figures. We had Bumblebee here, who is in his old Chimera mode, but he let's be honest, a lot of the original Transformers 2007 figures were not that great because they were just getting used to the designs, and they were learning how to make that stuff work, and nobody was familiar with it at the time, which is why a lot of those figures ended up being kind of lackluster. So just great figures all across the line, more or less. Like I was telling a buddy of mine, that guy, I don't like him at all. His stupid dreads are stupid, and they get in the way of everything, and they make it hard to transform, and they make it hard to pose, and they just look like they're just all hanging out, like you just woke up with a bad hair day coming out of sides and everything. Thundercracker is kind of an outlier in this, in that he's not based off of a movie figure at all. Come on, stand up, you piece of junk. Anyhow, He's not based off of a movie figure. He's not based off of a concept that I know of. He's not based off of I don't know, like his head design. I don't know if it's based off of anything in particular, but I mean, I suppose it looks like what you'd expect out of a Michael Bay character, but I don't know. But this is definitely this is definitely would make for um it's making for a good display. We've got the line basically split half and half with the Autobots and Decepticons. And then you've got, Thundercracker is is the stray one there. Um so like you could have them like fighting each other or something like that, set up some like big diorama scene or something like that. Um but yeah, these they're all pretty good. Let's get them into vehicle mode and see how they're looking there. So in vehicle mode, you can see that they're not quite the same scale that they were in robot mode. Which I mean, so when it comes to Transformers, scale is just kind of it's a weird concept in that scale doesn't really exist. Like you have it sometimes, but you don't really have it. Like really have it. Like like most figures, the vehicle mode is not scale with what the robot mode would be in relation to that anyhow. Like for example, a good example would be the masterpiece movie Bumblebee versus the Unique Toys Perukill. In robot mode, they scale with each other, but in vehicle mode, they don't quite. The Perukill is just a little big in vehicle mode. I think it's worth it for what you get in robot mode, but so you've got like Optimus Prime and Bumblebee is like almost as big as the truck, where Bumblebee would be much smaller in vehicle mode. I think that these probably scale together fairly well. Maybe Ratchet's a little big, not as big as Bumblebee. These are probably all a little undersized to Grimlock, and of course, jets are like effing huge compared to even things like this helicopter or whatnot. So, I mean, I've reviewed all these figures in vehicle mode. I think that they all look pretty good. Just showing them all together like this. I think that this line is really good. I like what Hasbro's been doing with it, Hasbro and Takara, because it is a collaborative effort. I like what they've been doing with it. I hope that they continue, that we see more and more stuff. Um, I've been looking forward to some of the Wave 2 stuff. Really looking forward to that Megatron. The Brawl I think looks pretty good. Not super great, but pretty good. A little disappointed in the size of the Lockdown. He's supposed to be a lot bigger in vehicle mode in robot mode than he is. In that, as a deluxe class figure, I think he needs to be a lot taller. But yeah, I'll get into that detail of that when I review him. But yeah, Studio Series line. It's really good. I've been liking what they've been doing with it. I hope it continues for a while. There's there's a few figures that I really like to see in that. Um and It'd be kind of cool if we got like Constructicons. I don't know, just stuff like that. I think it has a lot of potential. It's kind of like I don't know. I guess the flip side of that is I don't know how the future's going to look for that since technically the movie line, the movie series has kind of been canceled and it'll come back out as something else. So I don't know if they're going to be continuing the studio series line for much longer. I don't know. We'll have to see. In the interim, I like what we got. let's get some more. Anyhow, thanks for watching this. It's not as much of a video as what I normally do, but I wanted to show them all together. And thanks for watching, guys. You guys all rock, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and be good to each other. See ya.